Hi friends, I hope you guys are doing good. Today we are going to discuss gloves, the riding gloves. So in case you are in the market to buy a new pair of gloves, I am sharing 5 important points from my riding experience that could help you. So I have 3 pairs of gloves here. I am going to use these gloves to demonstrate the 5 important points that I am going to talk about. First, let me show you these gloves. So this is my Frank Thomas RP1 glove. The second, I have my Sunday riding glove. This is the Revit Spitfire 1 SF1 also called. You will see that I have modified this for my winter rides. So in case you want to modify your normal everyday glove to a winter glove, you can follow my video. I'll share that link in the description. You can go through it. And the third is my track riding glove. This is my Alpinestar GP Tech. So I am going to use all these gloves, all these 3 gloves to demonstrate the important points that we are going to talk about. First and the foremost point and the most important is the fit. Guys, whenever you go for shopping of a glove, it is very important that you try the glove and find that perfect fit. If the glove is a bit tight, probably you need to choose another glove. If it is too loose, then there are chances that it could come off. So you'll have to keep that in mind whenever you are trying a glove, because the glove would break in, but it would not be comfortable for more about 5 to 10%. Only it will be comfortable. Like for example, that happened with my this Frank Thomas gloves. It is a bit tight and I thought initially that probably it would break in. It did, but still whenever I use, I have pain on my knuckles because this is a bit tight glove for me. So a lesson learned for me. So in case you are trying a glove and it feels tight, it should feel snug, but if it is tight, probably use another size or maybe another manufacturer. Then the second part of this important point is how you secure the glove. It is very important that you should notice that there should be at least 2 points to secure the glove to your hand. The first point is on the wrist. This is the first point, and the second point is to your arm. So it has velcro. There are 2 velcros to secure your glove. In this Frank Thomas there are 2, and then in my Revit I have 3. So you can see, you can secure your wrist with this velcro here, and then you have the second velcro and then the third velcro. Similarly in the A-Star also I have 2. So at least you should have 2 security points to secure your glove. One, and then you have another velcro for the wrist. So it is important that it is secured properly so that in case of a crash it does not come off. So very important point. The second point, friends, I am going to talk about is the gauntlet protection. So it is very important that you protect your wrist. This gauntlet would protect this part here. So this protection here would protect your gauntlet here and the wrist. Wrist is very important part and very complex. So in case of a crash, if you damage your wrist, it is very difficult to mend it. Doctors would tell you that. So it is very complex. So rather being sorry, it is good to have as much as protection possible. So in case you want to buy a glove, make sure you have this gauntlet protection. More protection would not really hurt you. So it is good to have this protection. That is the second point. The third point is using this protection here on the knuckles or maybe on your palms. This is the protection that would be used when you encounter a crash or unfortunate accident. When you are, maybe you'll slide like this or maybe slide like this, one of the hands. So this part is meant to slide and absorb that impact. So I have seen these days there are different materials manufacturers are using. Somebody is using plastic, carbon fiber look-alike, even metal. So please make sure when you purchase or make a decision to buy this glove, see this, examine this material. This material is there to protect you. It should not be the case that you get hurt with this material. In case of, I have seen the low quality gloves, you are not sure, right, if the material would protect you or hurt you. Hence the importance of using a reputed brand which has done all the R&D and testing on that particular product. That is the difference, friends, between a reputed brand and a brand that does not have any name, or maybe I'm not sure what testing they have done. So always whenever you are purchasing a glove, make sure you notice this material and do some research how this material will protect you, what exactly this material is, because you want to save yourself in case of crash. This particular material that is meant to protect your knuckles, hands, palms, it should not hurt you. Yeah, that's the third important point. The remaining 2 points are good to have features, but it is all right if you would not have those. So the fourth point is the Kevlar lining. So I don't have Kevlar lining in this, I have Kevlar lining in this glove. This is the A star, so there is Kevlar lining. This will provide you more reinforcement so that the glove does not tear. Even the Frank Thomas one has the Kevlar lining, so you can see this particular yellow fabric, this is the Kevlar which will keep the glove intact in case of a crash. Yeah, also this particular glove has Kevlar stitching, so I'm not sure if you can see, but probably I'll post a picture for you guys to see. This is Kevlar stitched, so all the yellow fabric, it is the Kevlar stitching. Yeah, so it helps, it provides more safety, it will not tear off, so that's the safety with the Kevlar stitching. So the fifth point and the last point is about the smallest finger, or the pinky finger we call it. So there should be a bridge, so that's the fifth point, bridged fingers it is called. So experts have found in case of a crash, there are more chances that you'll damage or dislocate your little finger or the pinky finger. So if there is a bridge with the other finger, there is some additional protection. So I have that bridge in this Frank Thomas. These two fingers are attached, and similarly on the A star one I have the bridge. So in case of a crash, this little finger can get protected. I don't have that bridge here on the Revit one, so there is no bridge on this one. So I hope, friends, so these are the 5 points I would like you guys to keep in mind when you are purchasing a new pair of gloves. These days there are other low quality gloves also I see in the market, but please make sure to purchase the best product that you can buy with your money. I know sometimes budget is a challenge, but keep in mind that in case of a crash, if the gloves does not work, you'll have to spend a lot of money in the reconstruction of your hand, God forsake, in case your hand gets damaged. So rather than spending that much amount of money to get your hand rebuilt, it is important that you spend that money, probably save that money and spend it on a good quality glove. However, these days I also see that companies like Royal Enfield and even TVS have come up with their protective gear. So maybe it would be a good idea to check out their products in case you have a limited budget. I am not getting paid by these companies to say this, but I thought probably I'll mention it in case that helps you. Friends, I hope these 5 points will help you in your next purchase. Please, I would request you guys to subscribe to my channel, because that will keep me motivated, and I'll keep on bringing these quality videos for you guys going forward. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.